But I don't like the biomathematician on this board. I don't know the best way to get that. Like, I feel like if I don't double ramp here, he just kills my creature. And if he kills my creature land, I can't cast the worm next turn unless I draw it. So unless I draw the land, I feel like I have to get the worm on this board too. But maybe not. At the moment, he's either... I mean, the moment he's dead, right? No. We'll see. I'm not sure what the play was. I wish I could cast all three. If either of those lands came in untapped, I could have cast the biomathematician as well, which would have been good enough. Opponent's just drawing cards. Yeah. Yes, the land is a fractal, sure. But the 4 is equivalent to 3 on this board. It's still a gang block. I mean, I guess it's a chump. That's not true. I guess it's not. But yes, I saw the chat comment about it. I think the mistake was, wow. So he did draw land. These are 2 unblockables. You can get him for 6. He's got draw there. This card is hard for him to deal with without direct removal. I think I need something he can't chump. Very unexciting plays though. Since at the moment I can't. Dude, all right, opponent. I don't like that you get 4 cards a turn to my 1. It's really frustrating. 6 cards a turn to my 1. It's still frustrating. So if he survives a turn, he can tap Bookworm down. He's at 3. He's got to block that for 7 though. Some of the time we win here. It depends what this blue-green is. Fight spell, counter, I'm not sure. Some of the time we don't win here though. That's a powerful set of fucking cards all at once, isn't it? Just played 4 cards, like 6 turns. How many cards did he play that turn? 1, 2. Used this card. Played out 2 blockers. Jesus Christ. All right, so 7/7. He's okay. If I attack with all 4, gang blocks. Let's say that way or something. Blocks takes 1. Can pump this to 4, which presumably is annoying. It's got to be these, right? There's no other way. Maybe all 3, 2 to go wide around it. So how much is this for? What's my mana? 7, 10. 4, 3. This is a 1/1. It's pretty bad. Could be a 2/2, I guess. I wonder if a 2/2 is relevant on this board or just another beater. I think all attacks with this 3/3 are bad. So I think this is just attack with the 7/7. Which I get what? I trade it for the Wormhole Serpent? Is that even good? It's 9 evasive damage. Dude, all of my plays suck here. Fuck. If I wait, he has potentially to answer it. He is playing the wrong colors to answer it. Do I just no attacks here? Dude, it's so bad. It's all so fucking bad. Oh, I like that though. It gives me selection. We have 7. These 2. All right. So now we're on Fractal plus Demon, I guess. And we have, what was it, 9? 4, 7, 10. So it's a 4, 4. 4, 4 is okay on this board, right? 6 and 4 is 10. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let's do this properly. Hold on. Ah! Okay. Upkeep, stop the bookworm on top to get it back sooner. Opponents have pretty low on cards. We still have surprise +1/+1/+1, which is okay. He has a million cards though. Yeah, he was worried about a pump spell. He's running out of fucking cards over there too. But I like the fact that he didn't have an answer. I understand the multi-block, he doesn't want to die, but it did let remove his by far most valuable creatures, right? The guy with the 5 butt and the guy with the, well, I guess second most valuable creatures, and the guy with the ability to tap me down. Again, I think the turn where I played the main phase, 13/13 is a fucking issue. Problem is I can die to the 6/6s too, right? He can't attack this turn, the 2/3/3s rather, but he can attack. Block, block, block. I mean, can I let him eat my 11? This is too slow, the amount of cards he's drawing. I have that card. Where's mine? Oh, I don't get to draw mine? How about that card that accelerates me early? No, not that one either. That's unfortunate. All right, so what do these pumps do for me? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. So he can eat my 11/11 with his 14. Everything else eats his creatures. He trades the 3/3 for the 3/3 to live. Do I trade the 11/10 for the 14/14? I think I do. One, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Okay, mill him out. I don't know if I live to mill him out. I need him to be like it's a fuck ton more turns if he just draws normally. So I kind of need him forced to draw to survive. This is twice now that this 11/10 demon has just run into an enormous fractal and died. And I need to slow down his ability to hit me with evasive creatures, right? Like that creature I can't block. Do the 3/3s. Again, like we're just getting fucked in the way we draw our cards. Like when do we get our 2-drop that like cares about all of our 1-mana sorceries that combo with it? When do we get that card early so we can just pop off with our lands? That hasn't happened this entire draft. When do we get in the late game when we have a billion lands? When do we get our guy who draws us infinite gas? The guy has drawn 12 more cards than us off of only Zimone. It's kind of nuts. Which, remember, we used our only removal spell to kill Zimone. And he responded by 1-mana Hexproof in that deck. Wow. Plays out triple creatures. Has enough mana for draws still. This creature taps attackers next turn. that's a free roll, right? I always have to block it or I die. It's another game where we started mana screwed though, right? So like every decision after the fact begins and ends with the fact that we didn't have any fucking options, which sucks. Come on, game. Come on. Okay. So I have to have 2 blockers left or I die. If I block... Okay, what if he tap... Okay, so he taps 1 blocker, right? This is 2, 3 always goes through. 6 always goes through. So I'm at 4. 2 attackers. I have to have 2 blockers back and only 2 blockers. So I can attack with one of these. The Biomathematician is a better attacker than the Island. Island he blocks with Drake. 5/5 kind of blinks the 2/2. Well, probably actually ends up chumping. Dude, this is land. Of course it's land. Did opponent play land last turn? No, he triple spelled. Like, fuck off. He can't end step tap, so it's attack with 1. Is a lethal attacker. I don't know if it matters which one. The land actually might have been better, honestly. The land forces the Drake, but I don't really care about the Drake. I do care about the Drake's evasive damage. I don't know, man. I'm fucked either way. I could have scryed on upkeep. Shit! Did I have the mana for it? Hold on. Did I just fuck myself by not casting the worm? I think I did. 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 4, and 8. No, I'm 1 off. Okay. I can in future turns, but not here. Okay. But I did forget. This is the game. We started with like 3 lands in a row, like 3 where we had 3 lands, kept 3, never got to 4. I mean, this is the same game that he's played that stupid dragon in us, right? Where like the board state was like unwinnable from turn 4. And we're gonna this is this extended BM that arises from being land screwed. You believe? I don't. I don't know how the fuck we get here. Worm's not enough. I can't scry this turn because the worm's there. I know I want the worm. Can't attack here. I have to have 2 blockers. That's a card I can play next turn, but I can't play... I can play it this turn. Is it worth? It's not like I can scry this turn. I can upkeep the worm. Kinda. So he blocks, taps 2. I have to chump. I take 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 3. Chat, don't try to get me fucking killed. Too bad I can't play that this turn. I wonder if that was better than Worm. Sack it. It's definitely better than Worm. Wow. Okay. So we just missed. Well, no, we drew the card that drew the Worm. That drew the card that could search for the next one. Feels bad. Okay. I'm just like, did we miss another lethal? No. All right, so we can't attack here, right? If we attack, he has chumps and he counter kills us. So this is past turn. He end step, taps one of our blockers. I can't do anything about that. Okay. If he has anything in his hand, we're dead. I love that his... Dude, so annoyed with this player. Sure, creature. Do we want to scry here? I feel like we probably do. Are we just dead though? Because I don't ever get by my next upkeep. So he taps our 7/7. If we go, oh no, we have a card. We have an out. The out is we get our flying killer. He taps our worm, and then we kill him with the 5/5. Oh, we already played that card. That card's not in our deck. Trample doesn't kill him. The island doesn't have trample. We don't get to attack with the worm. He's going to tap our worm down, dude. Is there anything left in our deck that matters? Chat says trample kills him. The land doesn't have trample. Chat, he taps our 7/7 and he has a 1/1 back. We have to kill the 1/1. Please, chat. Please. Two life gain an instant. Can I play them both? 4, 5, 6. I can. Does that get us anywhere? I can't even attack here, right? I can't attack or not attack? What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, it's just a different bait? Okay, it's the same either way. He's just fucking with us. Okay. It's too bad. Can I cast them both? 4, I can. Oops, just used the wrong mana. I can't cast them both now. I mean, we're fucking dead anyways. It doesn't matter. Oh, it gives a death touch. Fuck you, opponent. All right. You played the fancy play and you died. All right. I didn't know that was happening though, chat. I didn't know that was happening. He should have just tapped the worm. It's amazing. Thank God for auto assign. I can't believe we just won that. Opponent screwed that up. There's no reason to let that worm attack. It's cutesy to fucking untap and block. Although it did surprise me. Jesus, what a roller coaster of emotions from that one. We don't deserve to win that though. We didn't play better. I mean, again, like the whole game was just land screw, right? Like we never get to catch up there. That's such a stupid sequence of events there. So the trick gives Death Touch at instant speed. So with trample, we kill him. Opponent's raging right now. He punted, I deserved. It doesn't work that way. I deserve the wins that I know I'm doing. We give him a chance to fuck up by give him a chance to miss the tap. He may have accidentally missed the tap and got saved by the fact there's 2 lines of text on that card. I don't know. If that's just an ambush play, who cares, right? Oh, are you the player? Have you been in my chat this time? All right. Oh, you missed what happened. I see. How did the game end? Oh my god, we have our guy. We don't have any sorceries to go with it, but boy is it exciting. Dude, we got both of our early game cards, and neither of them beat this card. I'm really tempted to run out wall here. But our next like 12 turns are all biomathematician, so it would kind of be nice to have wall on turn 4. Yeah. Well, again, like that game started with that incredible screw, right? So like with the screw means we have almost no way out. The fact we got there at all, I mean, with the amount of cards our opponent played, we didn't really get there. He had us there till he punted and then lost. Are we getting land screwed again? Is it just like every... Okay. So any sorcery or instant lets us dig for lands. Any land lets us do whatever the fuck we want. We have all of our colors right now. We'd like a little bit more green. Okay. So a land is a good draw. A sorcery or instant that is resolvable on this board for some impact is a good draw. And a ramp spell is a good draw. Yeah. What a roller coaster there, man. Tapped wrong previously too, because I couldn't have cast the demon. Drawing the demon off the draw card that we drew off the worm was also tilting. I'm like, man, did I misplay the sequence and kill myself? But no, I just never had the option to play that. It just would have been good had it drawn in a different sequence. All right, there's the land we wanted. So we are going to run out another one of these dudes. I'm going to go to combat. Okay. Dragging my cards around like that? In what way? Anyways. Opponent's computer might be broken, but I might be broken. Like, quite honestly. like that game may have broken my mind, starting with a screw and then it's just like every option is bad for 100 turns as my opponent in limited draws infinite numbers of cards each round is so painful. Oh, resorting my hand? It's not a nervous tick, it's a frustration. It's like all this shit sucks is what that represents. He's still racing me on this board. He's like, there's no way my opponent could have another biomathematician. Which, to be fair, I probably don't this turn. I probably have the professor, right? Next turn is a double spell with these two if I get a land. This card has value, the same value later. I lose 1 damage, but I get a 4/3 and use my mana better. Should I be attacking with this 2/2? Does he actually generate value at this point? He always blocks it off, but I feel like I'm losing quite a lot of damage for not swinging with it. It's not like he's counterattacking. I'd like this card to get us some value one day. Could have let him value block the 1/1 to get in 6 too, but I won't. Unexpected no blocks. Okay. Oh, so tilted. So tilted. All right. I hate how bad Zimone and Apprentice have been for us in this playthrough. Wait till you see these cards go off. I mean, I guess you saw this card go off, chat, from our opponent last game. Wait till you see this card go off, though. It's hilarious. We have black mana. We can remove the 3/3 that blocks our whole board. Seems good enough. It's untapped. Okay, we're going to cast this pre-combat so I can maybe get a land. with the blue to make sure I can cast. Double tap land, funny stuff. I wonder if a 1-2, I mean, I'm going to play the card because I can't play anything else, but I wonder if a 1-2 is actually good. Still value blocking, huh, opponent? Okay. Alright. It's a good habit to get into in Paper Magic to shuffle your hand, right? Just so your opponents can't see it. Can't track which cards you drew that turn, which ones you didn't, etc. I mean, are we ever going to hit a curve where our demons like resolve on time to be relevant to anything? So if we hit untapped land, oh, we blocked it last turn, so we can't actually double spell. Is he just dead? Like, what happens if we resolve Biomathematician here? We don't get a pump, so actually pre-combat doesn't matter. So here we attack, block, block, block. So he blocks the 4, the 2, the 2, takes 2, goes to 1. If he's got the little 2/1 that eats something, he eats Zimone. Is 1 different than 2? It is. It's pretty irritating. I think it's still everything. Okay. Accepted? Sure. I guess I care about the fractal slightly more. Is he still value blocking on death? Okay. Is that 1? This is 2 attackers. That's 1 attacker. This eats my wall, though. I could sack it and drain him, though. Oh, no, it's not a drain. Okay, so I read this card wrong in that last game, too. It's not a 2-point drain. It's a life gain for us. If I hit a land, I could double spell next turn. I don't know if that matters. Yeah. No. The demon draws a card and gains us life. I also thought it was a drain, but it isn't. All right, we got here, but opponent, I don't know what opponent was doing. This wasn't a game like last game. Okay. All right. That is 5, chat. That is 5. We have mods in channel for 6 and 7. Okay. Ugh. 5 with 2 decks running pure flyers and 2 land screws now. Mod check, no mods. I just gotta ban everyone. All right, we'll start a prediction, then I can do it. Start prediction. 6 wins. Okay. All right, we're gonna be forced to mulligan again. Okay on 3, dead for ages, dead for now. It sucks. It's a better hand. Accelerant. Oh my god. The dream. Game-winning card on the bottom. Okay. Resolve our tap blue. Resolve Apprentice. Apprentice on 2. Don't remove him. Don't remove him. Don't remove him. We've been waiting 7 games to play this card. Don't remove him. Don't do it, Feldor. You don't want to be that guy. Don't dash the hopes and dreams of Filthy Oh, he's dead. And he's dead, chat. He's dead and gone. Never will we see him again. So we have 3 next time. That doesn't really work. Kind of works. It's 2 turns away anyways. I might as well just fucking biomathematician, huh? Except I want the spell value off this. Alright. Biomathematician is the block. If he has more removal, then the Pledge Mage just gets eaten instead of the Biomathematician, which sucks. I'm trying to set up to 1... Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter what cards I'm playing. Sure. Develop a 2/2 and remove every creature at a 1/1 value. Sure. That's how it's going to go. Alright, so now we get no value out of sequence because we're not ramping. And we have both of our payoffs for sequence dead before I could cast again. Feels slightly bad. No point in ramping though. Might as well get my tap land in. Yeah. I haven't seen this card yet. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's a recurring Phoenix based on learn recursion. With haste. Scary. Can't get rid of that in this deck. I think I have to draw this turn. What do I have in my... I forgot the... Can never fucking remember. So I've got the Scry and the 5/5, right? Okay. Or the XX rather. So we do want to ramp. Okay. I'm waiting on that. I don't want to take more damage here, so I'm passing. I'm going to get the Phoenix to the face again. It's likely he develops a 4/4. Too bad. This card pops off if it gets 1 turn. Just literally we're denied 1 turn. Okay. Kind of wouldn't mind the draw card. Oh, Demon, you're like 2 turns late, you fucking asshole. Alright. I can double spell here, I guess. Can't attack into that 4/4 yet. I'm pretty hesitant to trade with that Phoenix. It's into the battlefield by chance? Yes. Okay. Only if you cast it. What? I'm not sure you're answering Jedi Kiwi. We must have lots of sources of learn if okay. This is the fucking spirit deck. All right, what do we just get? We got nothing. No attacks. So I'm going to attack with my 11/10. He's going to chump it. I'm going to eat my token. That's a fine trade. It sucks my guy taps. I'm playing out my dude. What is my dude's value? 5/5? It's okay. This doesn't make it bigger. I don't want this. I could this plus letter, but I think it's greedy. A 5/5 is good on this board. I don't think a 6/6 is any better. This is what now? Scry when cards leave graveyards. Okay. Not overly excited by this. He does have the spirit synergies though, right? That's a spirit, the professor of symbology. Oh, it's a cleric, not a spirit. Still fine. I think his plan is to exile that, which is fine. We're going to cast ourselves a 5/5. Go. He wants an answer to the demon. He sees it as a threat. I think he's playing poorly here. I'm fine. The demon eats my creatures. I think he should have just killed the fucking 5/5 and swung, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. He can definitely eat instants or sorceries. This thing has haste. So I guess let's play out both my cards end turn. He's not attacking to my 1/1 either, which is nice. This gets eaten. This is the only card that can get through on the ground. But I'm getting pinged down, right? Because he uses Blood General on Mentor. Mentor pings me for 1. And that card gives him a scry. I mean, like, I'm scared of the big Boros synergy effects. I really am. Oh, he just doesn't do it. Yeah, again, he's not playing very well. The Mentor can be a spirit, and the spirit can ping me. He's telegraphing when he has learn effects too by not attacking. What does this fucking thing do? He just learned again. Okay. Cast it other way around so he doesn't get his +1/+1 counter. Oh, but he pulled in a mythic lesson out of that. So can I beat that? So if I turn this sideways, it's just a 7/6. He's got a 4 and a 4. Do I trade it for either of those? Barely. If I trade it for 2 of these, yeah, I guess I do. Okay. I'm a fucking moron, Ashen. I like need a break. I could have taken the card that beats me out of his hand after he played into it, and neither he nor I are going to interact with that. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, Ashen. I like your suggestion more than the play I did. I feel like every time I've cast this card, the best outcome for this card is just to have it die. This is why you play when you play the new set, you get the new interactions. And sometimes it's painful. Black, green, right? Okay. Oh, opponent's punting. I'm punting. I'm punting worse here because I don't know how I beat that card. It's fine. Explains the ordering. Wish this card had trample, but okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? I got land there. I got green, black. Why am I not given a... Does it lose? He doesn't lose his ability to tap? What the fuck just happened there? This card gives green mana, right? Oh, it's just an island. Although it's green-blue, it's not a forest. Oh, that's exciting. I guess it becomes a green land. The permanent is blue and green. Yeah. I just assumed that was now blue or green land. Not like consciously, just by the coloring, just unconsciously assuming that. Okay, but we're gonna lose the game to a card we could have played around and pumped the whole fucking. As I said, I lost last game. Not last game, the game before. The game where I lost last, yeah, literally just lost last game. I'm not here, chat. I'm not here at all. Or the game before last, rather. The game where the worm, with the ups and downs and the screw into the worm. It's just, we could have beat this card. Okay. This is the game where like all my early drops got removed, all the ones that were threats. So there's still this fucking 2-1. I should end step scry now that I have land. Should have done it in response so I don't take the damage. I don't know if this counts. I think this probably does count. So I think we're just taking 1 extra damage here for no reason. That seems good. I even read that card, but I'm like, I might need this. As I said, I'm not even in this game, chat. That's right. That's what this game has been. Crushing disappointment. Do I want to accelerate my death down? So it's 4. Does change it slightly. I'm still doing it, I think. So I can't hold up brush infused with vitality. I can tutor a forest, but it's really unexciting. I can play out Zimone and try to draw my way out of it, but it's gonna be it's going to be pretty bad. Can't get through on the ground. Both my demons are dead. I'm looking for answers to recurring threats in Boros. God, the number of punts this game have been astronomical. Explains his ordering too. That turn we were really curious. He was ramping to 7 with the card that would make him discard on the board. That I'm terrified of this deck. This big Boros deck with these cards, because the cards in this deck are so stupidly strong. Okay, that's another card that I might actually get out of here with. Now I should have my fucking demon on the board, but tapping. He just cast another Inkling right here, dude. So we're definitely dying to the Inkling. Can't even draw. He's got to get a card in hand for me to draw. Yes. He has the card that creates all those cards again. The same one that we could have made him discard the first time. He gets to cast it again because he just played the fucking insanely big payoff Boros cards, right? The one that takes like 4 different types or 5 different types out of your graveyard. So I can now 1-for-1, a 2-for a summon. Remember that he casts this summon. He gets 3 creatures for this summon. I can then 1-for-1, 1/3 of that value and keep the same thing on the board. I'm gonna have to because I don't have any other plays, but it's not where we want to be. So yes, I can kill this 2-1, but the next 2-1 that he casts this turn will kill me. in 2 turns or whatever. So. All right, I can scry for a ping. Ping brings me to an odd number here. I'm looking for the reach card. If I don't get the reach card, I'm dead anyways, but it's the same number of draws. Well, except that I think he has more attackers than I have blockers, right? I think it's going to be irrelevant. I think he will overrun soon. But he hasn't played super well, so he might not. He might just take this route, which we'll get there eventually too. Can scry, but I go to 1. He might overrun next turn. If he overruns next turn, maybe I can do something. The big issue is that to stop any of this, I have to do like Death Touch next turn. I can't do it this turn. No synergy with this card. It's the card we need. We have enough on board. If I tap out for this 1, 2. What do I have? So it looks like maybe I can miscount. Can I afford to do it? So I might, okay, let's see. Am I dead on the board if I cast this? I go to 6. I tap my land. 7/7 eats 4/4. 7/7 eats 4/4. I go to 4 from blocking. I chump his 7/7. Trade off 3/2 3/2. Chump the 2/2. I think I'm dead on board, right? So I don't get the. I mean, I get the life gain, so I go to 6. Hold on. Okay, this is fun. So I lose the blocker. It's the big fucking issue, right? So he's on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ground-based attackers. By the way, chat, he's been missing spirit pings. Anyways, there's 8 attackers here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. So best case scenario, one of them goes through and I take 4, go to 2. I can't wait this for next turn, right? And if he ever plays his cards, I die. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I mean, I'm playing it. I mean, I'm dead on his board, and I have been dead on his board for ages. Blood Age General has a, I guess it's target attacking. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's fine. Maybe he hasn't been attacking with spirits. Is it target attacking? I gotta read the card, but I don't want to let him see it. I'm pretty sure that card lets him ping me. If he swings the rafters, I have to block the Solvent. Yeah, I know. I have to block everything, dude. There's not options there. It's attacking spirits? Okay. What's the ping one then? So I've been wrong this entire time. I've been judging his play on what he's been doing. You can also get that Phoenix back with any learn card. I mean, we're so fucked, but like, we've been fucked for ages, and I can't not play this Worm this turn and leave all my mana untapped. I hate dropping this card because it's a surprise 2 life, which makes all the combat math harder for him. Ping 1 is a 2/2. Okay. I've been not trying to mouse it because sometimes you mouse and yeah, see, like this was how it happens. Okay. So this thing doesn't trample, right? Right. So we eat a 4/4 and we eat a 4/4. We block the 2/1. We block the 2/2. We block the 2/2. We chump the 8/8. And we chump the 4/4. We take 4 and go to 2. Any combat tricks, fucking bad news for us. Any trample effects, bad news for us. This thing trample. If this thing tramples, I've fucked up again. exactly 2 damage. Okay. We're never winning that game once I miss the demon sack to discard his card, we're never winning that game. And that's entirely on me, and we lose that to a punt, and it's sort of a typical way to lose this. It's hilarious that we never single fucking activation off that stupid druid. The 2 mana, like, I feel like one of the best cards in Simic is that 2 mana 2/2 that just ramps you up so hard at the beginning. I like need to walk around the block or something after that one. I'm so tilted. And all from that first game with the 0 mana. The demons were as clunky as we expected them to be. They did okay. This card was much worse than this one. This one was a lot better. When I draft these again, I'll prioritize this one at a reasonable value, but I got to think about sacking him. He kind of reads 4 mana, 7/6. Your opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. He doesn't really have a body underneath him. Every time I kept him around, the fact that it's not a death rattle in this made him worse. So this card was terrible. Like, I probably never touched this card again. I was reasonably sure it would be terrible anyways, but it was like the pack, it was such a low power pack, the first pack, that I'm like, we could try it. And once we started getting the massive synergies with it, I'm like, man, we should definitely fit the deck. We got the mana base. The mana base was fine. Let's take a look at the underperformers and the overperformer. Bookworm was fine. These cards were all very medium. The Pledge Mage was good. The Biomathematicians overperformed. These cards are excellent. We never drew a card off Simone, and we never activated the put a land into the battlefield tapped. That's not true. We activated the land card, the land ability, once when they got removed. So this card was just basically die. Now, to be fair, our opponent beat us with this card by drawing should have beat us with this card by drawing like 16 cards off of it. This card never activated for us. It was either always removed or we had the really awkward Bookworm plus Apprentice synergy in the very late game. Drake was whatever, not good, not bad. Infuse was fine, but not good. Of course, we didn't want to play the Flyers, but we had no removal. Emergent Sequence was okay. We got the maximum punish with this card, which was when we play it, the first time that we play it, our opponent just immediately removes the land, which is kind of bad news for them. They get 2 for 1, kind of, but if we were trying to ramp with it, it fucked us. I still think this card is really strong, like super good. What else? Big Play was, not a card we want to run in our decks, but we ran it in our decks because we had to deal with Flyers. It did some stuff. Eliminate was fine. It was always good when we drew it. The Wall didn't do one thing or the other, but it could have. There could have been games where we're going to be redrawing Bookworm and actually doing something with it. It was a blocker. It was somebody to sack. It was fine. This was our last card. Let's see. Harvest and Impulse are in here specifically to trigger the triggers off of things like the 2/2 or the Pledge Mage. The problem was we never drew this sequence ever. We never had this in our opening hand with one of these cards to ramp up ever. So that probably would have been fine, but we never got there. Our lessons were pretty weak, but we were never expecting otherwise. We got really carried on the 4 Biomathematicians, honestly. So kind of a very tilting draft, right? A lot of screws. Just a really, really, really tilting draft. And you can tell, you can just see it. You can see it in the play. You can see the impact of a tilt in our final game, right? Just like punt after punt after punt. Like, for example, we took that extra damage off that guy pinging me on the scry when I could have scried when it was on the stack and not taken that damage. We would have had another turn based on what just happened there. That's a punt. Like missing the discard of his Mythos effect and he misses it too. I mean, that was an onboard fucking combat trick. Or an onboard trick to make him discard his mythic card. So, anyway, a little salty about that. A little bit of misplay. All right, I really do need that break. I'm going to grab water. I'm going to take like 2 minutes. We'll draft again. I probably can't play the full draft out, but we can at least get the next draft started. So I'll be back in a few minutes. See you guys shortly. All right. Let's see if we can get another one. I mean, 5 wins is okay with that deck. We should, I mean, to be fair, like, we could have won that last game if we hadn't punted. And the game before that, we should have lost if our opponent hadn't punted. So we probably get 5 pretty much anyway. That with the number of land screws we had with that draft, we'd probably get 5. But it still feels bad. It feels bad to lose when you punt. Okay, I don't know what this card does. Card is not good. What is this card? Okay, it's a 2/2 that sometimes gets us lands. Or it's a 3/3 flyer. Okay. Card's very good. I'm interested in the emergent sequence too. But I think I take the Cayenne first. The Shadewing would be nice, but it's not as good as this card. It's in 2 colors that I don't want to be. I don't think there's anything else in this pack that's worth talking about. I think it's literally between emergent sequence and Cayenne. So this card is, as the 3 mana side, it's dig for land, eventually get big creatures if it's unmolested. On the flip side, it's a 3/3 flyer that draws you cards if you tap it. It's a little bit expensive, a little bit slow. Honestly, a sequence might be better, but there we go. Second Shadewing Laureate. Somebody's going to be opening 2 of those. I'm going to be pretty happy about it in a row because I'm passing that card as well. There's an Aerialist, a Negate, not very interested in those. I liked Infused with Vitality, but I'm on the Eureka moment here. This card is green or blue. We could end up green-black or like blue something else. I guess it's blue-black. What's the other? Is Dimir in this format? It's blue what? Blue-red and blue-green, so it's not in this format. We can still play that in a red deck. Is it worth looking at the red cards? Barely. There really aren't red cards in this pack. There's the Spirit dude, one of them. Not the good one though. So I'm pretty happy to take Eureka moment. Vanishing Verse is good. It doesn't hit creatures, so it can't be that good. Let's take a look. I don't know what... oh, this is the fucking super sick value card. Like, it's the combination of unsummon and like regrowth in 1 card with triggers. It's really solid. I would play the Amplimancer. This is not the sweeper one. That's the weird draw one. Snow Day's okay. This card is whatever. Card's kind of dead. Again, nothing to move us away from green blue yet. So we're probably pretty solidly in green blue right now. Although we did pass as pick 2, or pick 1. We passed the green ramp land card, which is excellent. This card steals games. That card's the bad counter that counters all of them in the deck and gives them a card. This card is insane Boros value. I'm most scared of Boros at the moment. I like Colony and I like Drake. I'm happy to see them wheel. I don't really want the Aerialist here, but I'll play it. Do I have to take Exponential Growth? It really isn't the type of thing we're trying to do in Simic. We're trying to get sick value, but this will steal games occasionally. It's a lot of fucking math too. Do we just take like Colony or Drake? So best case scenario is like 2, right? This is a 6 mana. For 6 mana, you double it twice, and it's like 9 damage, and it doesn't trample. Yeah, I'm not that interested. I don't know where this goes. It goes in a deck with like big tramplers, I guess. It's a sorcery speed too, so I have to like do it before the attack and risk getting blown out by removal. I'm not very excited about that. This card was a massive blowout last game. I'd like another Drake, but I'm not so big on it. I'd take the black land if we play black again, but we have no reason to believe we are. The moment I'd probably take Veil into Drake into Campus. Drake is good. We do have a creature we want to protect, and we do... The other thing in green-blue is there's a number of the trigger creatures, as you guys saw in my last deck, that get blown the fuck up if they don't have protection. I'll play Mentor's Guidance over the first Tangle Trap. I don't really like Introduction to Philosophy as a lesson. We're pretty far from white-red. Do we have anything that it triggers with? Elf Druid. I think Druid's one of the ones, so sometimes we get 2 draws, and the other ones are like a wizard or something. Yeah, Bird Wizard. Okay. Simic Doomblade. I don't know if it's good enough to take or not. The trample thing. I feel like if I had trample consistently in the color I was playing, then I might. But there's not a lot of green trample in this format, honestly. There's just a couple. There's a fair number of ways to give trample, but like now we're talking of a 2-card sorcery combo pre-combat that is super mana hungry. It's just gonna get blown up. It's a pipe dream to believe we actually win games with that. Although we will lose to it occasionally. Dude, my head, like my face is so warm from the game punting. It feels so bad. All right, I like this guy, but he's not very blue-greeny. He's much more green-black. Oh, he's a really flexible 2-drop if you need to sack something, or 5-drop. I feel like we probably want the bodies more than we want anything else. We could actually just take Fractal Summoning. This is a less exciting. It is a druid, I guess. It's part of our draw thing. I don't hate Fractal Summoning, though. I don't really want Letter here. I don't hate this card either. I think it's pretty close. We're pretty early on lessons. I could still get back to that. Bounce spell. Bury in the books? Yeah, it's okay. It's a time walk. I haven't played it much. We could try it. Maybe we'll get another one. This Befuddler is terrible. I don't know what this is. Add the top card libraries. Instant reveal and put in your hand. If you don't put the card in your hand, you may play it. Put into your graveyard. Exactly 0-7 cards. It's interesting. It's like flood protection. Or rather, it's kind of like, it's really interesting. Oh, but it's 2 in town. I don't know, man. It's either this or this card. This card seems fine in blue-green. We could try this. See if we get there. I'm kind of interested in checking it out. I feel like early on in the set, like we should be experimenting just a little bit. See if we get anywhere. Not a lot of cards in here, not a lot of decisions. I'm not at all black now. Negate, I think, over first aerialist. We will need things. We will need flyers, but this is a pretty bad blocking flyer. Our deck is looking defensive again. Snow Day, Pop Quiz, or Charge Through, or Letter of Acquaintance, all wheeling. I think Snow Day is the best of these cards. It might be too slow here. I don't hate a Pop Quiz here, just as a card that lets me learn. I have no learn payoffs yet. Snow Day is a higher power level card, but it's not super good either. Dude, that card is just wheeling. That card is the best red-white card that I've seen. That's not totally true. Probably best red-white uncommon. Take the Resculpt, hoping not to play it. Okay. Sure, but it's a land. So some of the times in the end game where you have no fucking cards in your hand because you're top decking, you have a land in play that draws you cards. Or rather gets you value. There's something pretty powerful about that. We wield the Pop Quiz anyways. All right, pack 2 here. I don't know what this card is, but I bet you it's going to be good. That card is good. It's a 4-mana draw 3 in green. Zimone is excellent. Biomathematician has outperformed any of my expectations. 4-mana Human Wizard when enters battlefield, create a 0/0 green and blue. Put X plus 1 X number of cards in your hand. That doesn't seem that good. So often it's like a 4/4 or 5/5. It's a 2/2 that summons a 4/4 or 5/5 unless I summon it late, and it's like a 2/2 that summons a 1/1. That's okay. Is he gonna run away with a game? Maybe. I wish I could take all of these cards. 4-mana draw 3 is pretty solid, man. Too bad it's not instant speed. And Zimone is excellent. I'll take that. Hope to wield this. I'm not sure which is the correct pick. I haven't played Harmonize or the other guy. The other guy seems like it's going to be really situational when it's good and a lot of times be kind of weak. We have a lot of things for Mentor's Guidance. We need to see fight cards. Mage Duel is one of the cards we'd really like to see. Do I take it over Pledge Mage though? Pledge Mage has been a nice recurring threat in these green-blue. Gotta have removal though. That was the biggest flaw with our last draft. I don't think Pledge Mage and Mage Duel will wheel. I don't have to have this card, although it's nice. I think we're going to take our first Mage Duel over. I mean, this card is just better, right? We have a lot. No, fuck that. I hope we get other Mage Duels. This card's too good in the deck. Tezzard's Gambit was nice last time. Bookworm is okay as a finisher. Another Pledge Mage to troll the shit out of me. All right, take our other draw card. Blue-green duel. Have a draw card. Do we have to take this one? Maybe we grab our Pledge Mage. I'd love this, and that. I have a lot of spells so far. Golden Ratio is kind of shit. Shock, Animancer, Summoning. These are bad for us. I don't think this card gets us anywhere. All right, I'll take our 2-drop. Wonder about that second draw spell. Gain 3 life, Storm. All right, Eureka Moment again. We have quite a lot of draw already. I forgot about the other Eureka Moment too. It was pick 2, wasn't it? The Befuddler's garbage. Biomathematician over second Eureka Moment, probably. Card is really good though. So is this card, and we already have 3 drops. I like the bodies it generates. We have so much draw already. Let's grab the Biomathematician. Storm works well with Pledge Mage. I think it's kind of greedy. Like you have to have cast other spells to get extra triggers at sorcery speed. We're doing it pre-combat. All it does is heal. It doesn't seem good to me. I love the Trickster, but I'm not passing the Apprentice. I think Apprentice is one of the best green-blue cards you can get. Okay. So we have a lot of draw. Biblioplex got worse for sure. Another Biomathematician. Is this the first pack? No, it's the second. Spell Satchel, interesting here too. But I'll take the Biomathematician. This card is good, and we know it's good. So much draw in here right now. Kind of need some finishers, huh? The thing about this card, which is so unique, is this is ramp as well as draw. It's a 4-mana draw too, but it's instant speed, and you can play lands. So it's like you save your mana up, end step, like fucking take a little extra damage, ramp out. It's really nice. It's very different than other draw spells, right? Like, for example, Harmonize. Yeah. Probably don't want to be playing that. Probably don't want to be playing that. Don't want to be playing that. We don't have any removal, though. We're at end of pack 2. So we'd really like to see some of those Mage Fight cards. I might have to pick them higher. What did I end? I took the first Pledge Mage, and I got immediately punished by the second Pledge Mage. Just feels like this card is one of those threats in our deck. And our deck often is either go wide or do layer little in this format for green-blue with what we have. I mean, I guess putting draw cards on top of my deck really isn't bad either. It's just mana intensive. Depends if we have enough mana or not. Yeah. Time Warp. 5 mana, take an extra turn in limited. Eureka Moment, 5/4, and Bury. Do I take this card? Is it good? I'm going to try it. It feels like in limited, often 5 mana take another turn isn't all that great, but I still take an extra draw, get attacks in. I'm going to take it. I kind of wanted the other 4 mana draw card, honestly. Vortex Runner is a nice finisher, but I'm not taking it over Biomathematician. These get better in large numbers. We have 3 again. Wouldn't mind seeing some of those doggos. I want to try it. Like, again, like this is one of these cards that I'm like, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to take a lesson over an Implementer. How's the draft been going? We're 7 wins twice today and 5 wins once today. So it's going reasonably well for us today. Sure there'll be more Eurekas to pick up? Maybe. So I'm really annoyed that the next card right after our Pledge Mage was another Pledge Mage because we lost our only option for removal right now. This is often how I feel I end up with in blue-green, which is just no fucking removal at all. We wield the Gambit, which is crazy, but I have so much draw in this deck, the Gambit has very low value for us. This is the duel. Golden Ratio is a scam, we're not playing it. Archivist, Befuddler, and Subtraction. I'm not playing these cards. Maybe I play this card because it has Learn written on it. But probably not. You don't understand passing a 5/4 for 2? Because it's not a 5/4 for 2. It's a 5/4 to 2 if you sacrifice a creature. Second Snakeskin Veil. Curve to take advantage of all the draw spells we put in the graveyard, and a Drake. Drake is a flying blocker. We don't have a lot with that. It's also just early trade-off. I want the curve, but I'm going to take the Drake first. We're going to run this problem where we don't have removal and don't have interaction with air again. The dog's a little better than that because it's not always... It's a 5/4 for 2 that you can either cast at 5 and not sack a creature or cast at 2 to sack a creature. So it's good with like tokens and shit. It just has more text on it than 5/4 for 2. The moment we're playing 1 pop quiz. The moment we're playing Tangle Trap too, annoyingly. Okay. I feel like this is the deck we had last time without the demons and without the black mana. How do we win then? The worm did not wheel. Going into pack 3. Cultivate is a pretty nice one. Another Drake, another biomathematician. Jesus Christ. Tempted is a steal, right? But it's mana value 3 or less. That's pretty solid. Have a lot of draw. I think we have to tempt it here. It's kind of removal. It removes low CMC flyers. Of course, there's no other fight spells being offered, just that one. I guess this is burying the books for time walking. They take a lot less turns. We take a lot more cards. Seems good. Don't need more 3-drops. Steal a 24/24 fractal, not wrong. Who is Orig and how does he tempt you? This is Artifacts or Enchantment Hate. Another Drake. I read the first line. I'm like, I don't think so. There's a lot of text on that. But the rest of the first thing says you can't cast permanents. So we might figure out that card another time. I could take a 3rd Drake. I don't think 3 is too many. Kind of want the environmental sciences, but it's not that exciting. Dude, no fight spells. So all the green, so we're gonna be even less removal than last time. I guess this card becomes valuable. There's nothing in blue or green that we want. There's a curate. This giant is a pile of garbage. So it's either fixing or the lesson. Lesson is kind of bad though. It's removal that draws them cards. So I guess if you're just trying to hit evasive creatures, then it's okay because a lot of times their single card draw is not equivalent to their to the evasive creature you remove. But the problem is that's a lot of mana. You have to tutor it up with the learn, and you have to cast the fucking thing, and you're still giving your opponents stuff. Grape Shot. Wasn't someone asking about that earlier? That card looks cool. Anyway. Creative Outburst in there. These are all red cards. We're not playing any of these. Big Play is technically anti. I guess we're playing Cram Session over Big Play. I really don't want to play Cram Session. I think we have 2 other tutors for our stuff. Blue-green duel, another Eureka moment. How many Eureka moments is too many, do you think, chat? Do you think I should play another one of these, or do you think I should play the duel? This card ramps us. I don't know what we do is the problem. So let's say we draw all the cards. We just cast the Serpentine Curve, and we hope they don't have a... How is Rutha still in here? And the White Sweeper. I'm a little concerned how we close the game out. Like, I get that we can have all the cards in our hand, and that's fun. But how do we win? Like, I rarely look at a deck and go, where's our win cons? But I'm kind of looking at this deck and going, where are our win cons? Do we want Tutor Time Walk? Maybe. Big Worm would have been nice. So we saw 1 fight spell in the beginning of pack 2 up against a Pledge Mage in a blue-green Spells Matter deck, and we were unable to capitalize on any other fight spell on common. Feels real bad. Okay. So you're telling me the answer to how do we win is slowly? This deck looks bad to me. I don't think I got there. I don't know what our payoffs were, so I feel like I missed a payoff somewhere. Or rather, missed our answers somewhere. I'm just not sure where I missed them at. So literally, oh, dude, okay, this is gonna be painful. All right, let's build what we can out of this. I don't want curates. Oh God. Maybe Amplimancer is a win con. So it's clear we're ramping and drawing. The question is, what do we do after we've spent all of our mana ramping and drawing? Sometimes we kill them with biomathematicians, but it's by accident, not really on purpose. Honestly, win cons are so rarely something that matters. All right, let's take a look. So I'm kind of interested in playing the little dude who puts things on top of my deck so I can draw time walks again. Feels like I get a lot of untaps doing that. So our win con needs to be in the deck. We're always playing this girl who's a 4-drop, although she's pretending to be a 3-drop. We're playing these Drakes because they're super fucking irritating. We're playing the Apprentice because he's really good. We're playing the Biomathematicians because they're really good. We're playing the Pledge Mages. I feel like some of the time we just we're gonna have to be really stingy with that time walk, because I feel like some of the time we win the game off time walk. We have to have our learn cards because we need to be able to tutor the annihilation effect, or whatever it's called. Which one do we rather tutor? This one is essentially lets our Drake again. That seems decent. Do we need 2 learn or just the 1? What are our lessons? We just have the 2 lessons, right? I mean, making our Drake a 3/3 is okay too. So I guess I'm playing both of those. Wait, no, learn. Okay. All right, are we playing the Tempted? Yep. The Curve, kind of a win con. We play any creatures? I mean, creatures seem weak. Let's play the Moments. We're playing the Assistant, and we're playing the Time Walk. Is the deck done? Deck wasn't that hard to build after all. Oh, 2 cards. All right. Cards I would like to play. I'd like to play Harmonize, but I would understand if we can't get it in there. We did pick this pretty highly. It was pack 2, pick 1, right? I wouldn't mind Professor Panda Bear. Imagine him trying to pour things with those hands. Bullshit. I wouldn't mind playing the Negate. I think Solve the Equation is too cute for this deck. I don't hate Bury in the Books either. I always like Veil. Veil's a nice protection for our big dudes. We have lots of big dudes, right? We've got the 2 Serpents, the 2 Mathematicians, excuse me, the 2 Pledge Mages, and then Quandrix early to protect. It would be nice to have some fucking interaction. And tapping their shit down to hit them seems like a big win con when we go twice. All right, so I can only take, I mean, are we an 18 land deck, 17 land deck? I don't think we're playing Biblioplex. I don't think we have the time to do that. Okay. So maybe Professor Zoomancy is too greedy. I think we're playing that card. I think we have to place Veil. I'm not 100% on Reckless Amplimancer yet. I think our mana is going to be pretty busy. What's the other Expanded Anatomy? We don't have to play Pop Quiz. I'm okay with just one. I mean, our lessons are pretty shit, so it is card value, but card value is not going to be the problem for us. The problem for us is going to be doing something. So maybe we don't play pop quiz. Four cards out. Do we like counters and reach, or do we like instant speed removal for flyer on 2 mana? Too bad this card doesn't give trample. Are there any cuttable cards I'm missing? Like, is Biblioplex too cute? It's a flyer. We have a million instants and sorceries, all of which win us the game, including the steel card, both the giant serpents, the time warp. I don't think that's too cute. Is Aether Helix? Aether Helix is pretty cute. What are we getting back with Aether Helix? Our tempted, not our tempted, we can't. Our bird woman. Jane. I like Jane for that, it's not bad. Feels like some of the games we win with Snow Day, and some of the time we win with Tangle Trap. Do we just not play Negate or Harmonize? Is there another cuttable card? Doesn't really feel like there's another cuttable card to me. Are 2 Eureka Moments enough draw though? Kind of wanted more than that. I guess technically Snow Day draws for us. One of the Drakes. Well, we don't have any 2 or 3 drops. I mean, these are our 2 drops. I think we want to play the Drakes. They're also beaters. Kind of want to play this Harmonize. Is there any way I can play the Harmonize? There probably isn't. Boo. Like every one of our creatures is a wizard. Human wizard, merfolk druid. This is literally 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 creatures. All 7 of them are Mentor's Guidance. Joe's a wizard too. Point being, is there any way we can play a 3 mana sorcery, scry 1, then draw a card that gets cloned based on the number of these we have? I mean, these wizards are not really going to be alive very often. So I feel like this is often a 3 mana scry 2, draw 2, and I think I would rather just play a 4 mana draw 3 if I'm going to play that card. Shiny Golem's just not good enough, is he? But I'm shiny. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. It's not enough, Shiny Golem. It's not enough to be shiny. So if we don't play Tangle Trap, our answers to flyers are blocking them, tapping them, blocking them again, racing them, stealing them, or bouncing them. All right, I want to try Harmonize. This deck is either going to be excellent or entirely awful. All right. Deck looks amazing, chat. Let me know. Will we get to 5 wins? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I would have liked that one fight spell, chat. I gotta say, that would have been nice. Problem is, like, early bomb cards from our opponent that we cannot ever interact with, like 2 drops that accelerate, etc., are gonna blow us the fuck up. Why does it start with 1? Chat, why does this say 1? Isn't this always 0? We're also missing cheap instants and sorceries for the Apprentice. I wonder if it's good enough. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is 1+. Oh, I see. Okay, we can't beat this. We surrender. Please don't hurt us. This card's not that great either, is it? Exile the top X cards of your library and put a study counter on each of them. Then you may put a card you own in exile with a study counter on it into your hand. Okay. I might just play this as a 3-2 or as a 2-2 to get removed. It does technically create fractal token things that no one's going to let me have. No blocks, friend. Alright, opponent. Please cease and desist. I need a land here, which is hilarious. Best card in our deck. Activated. The Needlethorn Drake. Okay. So we need actually an untapped land right now. Now, granted, every land in our deck is untapped, except for the one we already have resolved. So that seems like it's a really reasonable ask. We did go second and kept a 3-lander. So it feels really, really reasonable right now to be asking for a land. But we'll see what we get. I mean, 2 damage is 2 damage, dude. Sure. Okay. I don't hate 3/3 flyer. I also didn't hate tutoring for a land with a Eureka Moment. I think we're going to get to do that next turn. Imbraham, Dean of Theory. I theorize that I'm an owl. There's a lot of fucking owls in this set. Dude. Guy's been holding heated debate on this board. I don't understand that at all. I think I misplayed by casting the bird last turn instead of the Eureka Moment. I feel like this deck's going to be super tight on time. Like, who doesn't kill this card when it shows up, when they have the removal in hand? Who holds it waiting for other things? This card is so fucking sick when it gets going. Who thinks that 3 mana 2/2 flyer is better? Card is scary. What's the discount? Goes down to 3. So he clones fucking spells right now. No, it just draws cards. That's fine. Is there any way in which he ever blocks this? I don't think so. All right. What is it about Apprentice I like so much? It's like the best fucking Simic card out there. Or one of them. It simultaneously fixes your mana screws, lets you engage, synergizes with other spell synergies. It's just nasty, man. And 2 drakes to the bottom. This card is much better as a 3 mana than a 5 mana spell. Looks like I got punished for not declaring blockers first. Okay. Could have avoided 2 damage. 2 damage is starting to be relevant on this board too. So on 7. Blockers are good. This thing's not evasive yet. This is only 3 threes right now. I think this is Biomathematician Eureka Moment on his turn. Okay. Too bad. We needed a growing threat, or at least a big threat, because we're going to have to kill him by surprise. It's the first time I've played Barium Books. It's better than I was expecting. Feels good with the tempo. Don't like that all of his things are fucking untapped right now. Steals cards, right? Can steal the 4/4. Can steal his 2/2. Which mana are we on? 9. You guys see how powerful this fucking card is yet? Question is it gonna be enough to get us there? The runner is unblockable for us, but I'm gonna have to go through his cards to kill him anyways, right? I'm not gonna surprise kill him with the runner, or I'd be a little tempted. And I mean, maybe we have enough time, but he's got a draw engine on the board. I have no way to interact with that. My suspicion is I've got to kill him in the next couple turns, so the runner value is going to be less than the 4/4. I can just shove the 4/4 into him next turn. So. So we're now 8 cards ahead of or 7 cards ahead of our opponent, rather. Because of the apprentice. And some card draw. Oh, Spectacle Mage, that's a good one. Where'd that come from? Alright, I want to start resolving these cards. Oops, there's only 4. Oops. All right, we want to go to combat. I want to get in with the 4/4s. Actually, this is not the time walk turn. Next turn is. So we want to go second fractal. Okay. Thing always hits. It digs 3 deep in a deck that runs 42% lands. Of course it fucking hits every time, man. That's how the card works. It's fine. That's what I'm saying. The card is fucking nutty. I was so annoyed that the entire last draft we never had this card on the board. It's looking for reach. It's funny. No blocks. I can't be dead to double 3-point spells to the face right now. Which would actually be a hilarious way to lose. I don't know what that card does. This is the one that draws him shit? No. Does 5 X damage. What did he just exile? 5? What's on the board? Okay, kept my 6/6 alive there. Does he have removal for these? I like it. Do we, which, I mean, didn't he just kill himself on board since I showed him this? Okay. So that's what our deck kind of wants to do. It's a little scary if we're going to get there or not. I don't know if I can play Harmonize. We have to draw lots of cards. And the 2 cards that ramp us are... This is why that blue-green draw card is so much better than the other draw card. Because it ramps you. Which is crazy. Because normally draw is just like card selection, right? You get lots of them in card selection. But this card is ramp as well. So it's like Apprentice plus the Eureka moment is how we get into the game. I don't know if we can fit Harmonize. Like maybe Harmonize should be 2 mana token, like 2 mana flying removal or a negate or something. The deck wants the opponent to wipe his own defenders? Not at all. We killed him next turn regardless of what he fucking did. Because we just attack him, he's gonna be, we either remove an attack or attack, right? And then just take another turn and kill him. Like if he doesn't wipe our board there, he's dead as well. Trials of Fire, don't know it. I mean, this is a shitty hand. Okay. Negate seems good in this format. Maybe. I mean, we're spending our mana. Holding counter spells up plays a little bit nicer with Eureka, but Eureka moment. But we're really trying. I don't know. We need cards as well, right? So like, we gotta have draw cards. Like that's why I'm worried. Like I would have played like I wish I had taken another Eureka moment over the Harmonize, honestly. Now we need draw and we don't have it. It's kind of annoying. If 5/5 holds off his board, we can run it back. Permanents only. This card maybe is the card that shouldn't be in our deck. I'm not sure I have permanents that I want to be playing. I kind of just need more instant speed draw. That's interesting. Could be hitting for one, I guess, but it's not very exciting. Maybe this card comes out for negate. Like, I would love to have canceled Eureka Moment here. Problem is the board gets too tied up. I can never just alpha him, and I have to kind of alpha him to win, right? It's my Drake's back. Maybe that's good enough. Yeah, removing tokens is good too. It is a bounce. Maybe I'm just looking at it right now and I'm like, it's a dead draw, but maybe it's just a dead draw in this moment. Maybe it's fine. That's a token. You have the same one. That's a Drake. You've seen it before. Opponent just out-ramped us, which kind of sucks. I don't know what this card does. 4 damage, divide any way among and any of permanents up to 2 turns. Create a 4/4 and draw 2 cards for 8 mana. It's very powerful. Okay. And how did he assign 2/1/1? Okay. We will go Snakeskin Veil, the Drake. Resolve. Okay. Oh, it taps them? Why does it tap them? Wow. Okay. It's annoying as fuck. Okay. Where I get my graveyard? My Biomancer. It's pretty unexciting. I could just remove his 4/4 and get in. Draws him a card. I don't really want to play this card, but I'm also not really excited with just passing here. This is so much worse than just that one on the token. I think that was backwards. I think I should have got the token. Actually didn't like that play. Should have been just buyback the 2/1, the 2/2. Even though the 2/2 is a shitty buyback, it still was better than I think drawing him a card for the token that I could have bounced. All right, got rewarded. That's fine. Alright, we're out of cards though. A lot of good top decks for us, but we're not there yet. Yeah, this card seems very good, huh? What do you think? Strong card in this format? Oh, big blowout there with the bounce on the last spell after double spelling for combat, for additional power on the fucking board. It's pretty rough. So I what? Chump the 4/4, take 4/7, go to 3. It's pretty bad. Mana is at what? 8. Need a time walk here, didn't get it. So I can throw out 2 blockers. Does 2 blockers get me anywhere? Nope. So we block, 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 dead. Okay. We got out biomathematicians for sure. This was the mulligan game where opponent also had draw. He just got past us on the board. That's gonna happen sometimes with this deck. This is why I was so adamant about trying to get that harmonize in, because we can run into a scenario where we just don't have enough draw cards to draw us or draw cards to keep drawing, you know? Just trying to decide if there's a better series in there, like negate. I still think I got rewarded for the Helix, but it was probably wrong, honestly. And I think we're gonna see a lot of what we just saw there. I think is gonna happen all the fucking time in this format. Like, that's gonna be a pretty standard Simic game. So the problem is right now, I don't see, we had that Orzhov deck with the nut enchantments, and that was hard to beat. But like in general, I don't see, opponent going first again. I don't see the, I don't see like Golgari keeping up with that. Like, what is Golgari doing that's comparable to that? How come we don't have any draw cards in this fucking hand? So we have 2 3-drops going second with no draw cards. We've drawn land. No tilt, no tilt. No tilt, no tilt. Maybe this card is too slow. It seems really strong for this deck. Gang block is worse in every way than just single block. Okay. Nice top deck. Have to double block because he can eat the thing in response to give him +1 health because of the vigilance. Here's interesting. Do I want to draw? I like the anti-tempo of unsummoning that. I'm at 5 mana. Fits our mana perfectly. Next turn is 6. Can also get damage in, which is kind of important, and get a play for next turn. I think it's better to Helix. All right. Nice one. So I guess I get an attack by playing the Biomathematician, annoyingly. I kind of wanted to play the draw card plus the Drake, but I actually think it's going to have to be Pledge Mage and Biomathematician, so I need to attack here. Maybe it's also Drake here and just ignore this till later. Just more mana efficient. Maybe you can attack next turn if it grows too. Guess I'm at 16 still. Maybe I can take 3. There's that card again. Like, I'm tired of seeing cards that just beat me. Like, just straight up. Like, if this card resolves, you win the game. I guess I need to be playing negate. Like, Kind of tells him what trick it is by what I attack with. But I have to get damage onto the board. So here we go. Okay. Did I block that? It's fucking 4 life. Probably. Okay, 8 mana this turn, right? Could open with the draw. Kind of like assistant. I need to not die this turn. I need to get attacks in. Kind of hoping for a land there, huh? Or a biomathematician. Gonna be stuff he's doing here. I'm still gonna pump the snake skin on this guy though. He knows the trick because it's been broadcast, but here we go. The blowout here then is 4 mana removal here and something pump here, like the 1 mana white spell or something. There's a couple ways you can do it. Sure. It's still 3 damage I don't have to take. It's fine. Could have just let it go too. Might have been okay. Although I tapped wrong, wouldn't be able to leave. Oh, if I already cast it. Dude, get out. Just get out. You don't get combat, they're common by the way. You don't get combat professors and fucking sparring regiments at endless numbers. It's just not fair. I block. So he's at 1 right now. Actually, he's dead right now, but shh. All right. Hi, chat. Last one coming up here. I gotta go after this. Okay. Deck feels good. Has 0 interaction. It's scary to play. It would have been really nice to have some of those fight cards. And it would be nice if I didn't have to mulligan every second hand. Think we can get green card by then? I don't. Two on the draw, but I have no playables. Any land, any card gets me that, but it's not a very interesting play. This card's dead. I need green mana for this. That's a keep. We get rid of the assistant. Okay. It's much better. It's a common, man. This set is going to be a lot of those, Lord Bio. Also, your name checks out if you're complaining about biomathematicians. Opponent ramping going first. All right, can I go first game? Like, this doesn't seem reasonable. Red mana too. I bet you it's going to be like, kill my apprentice, move on with life. Scary one. This is my concern with this format. It's going to be solved in like 2 fucking seconds. Wait, killed the wrong one. Okay. Accepted. Opponent. Am I chumping the mountain? I might have enough card value in here for cards to block. Okay. Gotta slow the bird down. Don't have any interaction for it. This card doesn't do anything. It's just a 4-mana 3/3 flyer, huh? Okay. It's a good blocker there. Clunky fucking hand though, huh? Is he okay as a 2/2? Doesn't really feel like okay as a 2/2. I can Eureka into Drake. That was a better play. Okay. Yeah, that turn was very untempo. That's why I was pretty annoyed about it. But it's on me. All right, so I'm actually at 5, 6, 7 with Eureka, right? So I just pass it back. Probably bouncing that. Play them for no mana? No, it doesn't say that. They're not free. Is a 3/3 better on this board, or 4/4 rather? Not getting a whole lot of traction here. Missed. This is the first time I've ever seen this card miss on any player. Some special fucking shit, man. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. This card doesn't miss. It's your deck is 40% lands in this format. Like, miss twice in a row? Fuck off. This makes me angry. Alright, what's our mana at? It's 8. It's a little clunk. I don't hate my 1/1, I guess. Is this a big enough token to bounce? Maybe not. I get my Drake back and develop with tap stuff. I could just run out the 4 guy here as a 4 tap land. Go. It's enraging. Just noticed I'm at 11. I don't remember going to 11, but here we are. 2 clunky turns. It's a little bit painful. So brutal. Okay. Dude, 3rd miss. Fuck you, game. It's so bullshit, chat. It's so bullshit. Five and 4. So I can play them both, right? Yeah. We're getting devalued on that too, because like we just dumped all of our draw cards to the bottom of our deck. Look how many we've seen. Almost all the way through our deck. Anyone not understanding why this card is insane yet is totally missing it. Missing the point. Yeah, it's missed a lot today for no reason whatsoever. Okay. Dude, come on. This is a draw effect, right? So I exile a shit ton of my cards to get card selection here. The last card on my deck is, I don't know, something. It's infuriating. Wonder if it should have been the bird. The 1/1 bird, I mean. Should have been a pre-combat play of the 7/7 too. I just missed the damage there. Didn't think about the fact that it pumped my existing fractals. Okay. Do I want to scry? I think this card is fine. Alright, apparently we got there with that. I'm surprised we got there with that, but I can't believe that guy missed 3 or 4 times in a row. Chad, I need to go. I need to go. Do we just leave it here? Total deck knowledge. The card is nuts. The 2/2 is nuts. That's what I'm saying. There's another game, like my opponent blocked like some random 2/2 and like blocked a Biomancer instead of blocking that guy. And like there's like the one game where the guy removed it on two. I'm like, yeah, it makes total sense. The next game, the guy just ignored it. I didn't understand. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what card are you prioritizing to remove instead of that? Like, that card just takes over the game. It's a 2-drop that takes over the game, and it's surrounded by you know, like, I don't know. I suspect this Simic deck is very easy to make, and then therefore we're gonna see it all the time. Can we go first, please? I don't want to have to go second in mulligan every game. Okay. Need islands for everything good in my deck, and I need forests to protect the drakes right now. Which doesn't even really protect them. Doesn't matter. Yeah, guess I guessed right. Another aggro deck going first. All right, let's see what we got. Am I trading drakes for unwilling ingredients? I don't think so. I'm not so worried about the ground game. Oh, I can't block anyways. Menace, of course. I think it's going to be as bad or worse than Guilds of Ravnica. Probably worse. Okay. Got it? You like pilgrims? Now I know. Think he's gonna stop swinging at that 1/1 yet? Keeps fucking up all his blocks so he doesn't have 1 power and he's just sure that he's the aggressor here. I mean, I would agree, except he's the one with 6 cards in his deck, 6 cards in his hand. I'm the one with all the board presence, so we'll see. I really don't want to like main phase Time Walk as my only fucking play to draw +1 card. I don't want this to be 5 mana draw card. I guess it's 5 mana attack twice draw card, but still. I think you're going to see this card until you want to throw up every time it's resolved. I think you're going to see this card at about the same frequency. This card a lot. We'll see. Guys, still on the attacking train. Okay. Uh-oh. 4/4 Vigilant Attacker for his turn. Did I just trade both Drakes for it? Maybe. Oh, never mind. Doesn't the 4/4 Vigilant Attacker just better? I didn't draw land. Amazing. Apprentice is an uncommon. Which one's the Apprentice? The 2-drop? The Pledge Mage is an uncommon. All of these cards that are on the board right now are commons. You know what our card's going to be next turn, right, chat? It's going to be the tap land, of which we have 1 in the deck. Oh, he finally realized that he can't attack here. That's funny. It's actually a really good block versus our board. It's really annoying. Okay. Maybe I should attack with just the other ones. I don't know. Fucking told you. It's been a clunky hand off a mulligan, but I don't know. Maybe we get there. It's the most sad time walk we've ever had. To be fair, it's the only time walk I've ever had. Literally my first time playing that card. But it's the saddest time walk I can imagine. 5 mana, attack with 2 1/1 flyers for 2 damage. Draw a land that's tapped. Can't use it to scry, even though it has a scry effect. He didn't. It just took him too long to figure out he couldn't keep attacking with that 1/1. He's just like, I'm getting the damage in. No, you're not. You're not, opponent. Not on that board. All right, guys, I gotta go. I say that. Let's go for 5. I gotta go. Gotta go. Damage at a time. Yeah. No, I really do gotta go. All right, chat. I'll be back tomorrow. I maybe finish this deck tonight. I probably end up getting home drunk and finishing the deck alone, but I will pay you guys off one way or the other. If not, we'll finish this up tomorrow. Gotta run today, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Later.